committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior, such as fighting, throwing objects, using improper language or gestures, or entering the court or interrupting play. Spectators engaging in such behavior are subject to ejection and possible arrest. Please report any violations to these rules to the nearest usher, security, or arena staff member.
Fans, guess what we've got next game? It's Rally Tower. Come on out to the game and leave.
Game 5 of the NBA Finals. The Raptors have been patient, they have endured, and they have prevailed. With a 3-1 series lead, their sights locked on one goal, one epic culmination of an entire NBA season. The Larry O'Brien Trophy could be theirs with just one more win against the Mavericks. This is the NBA playoffs, and it's up next.
Welcome to the NBA Finals. One question on everyone's mind. Will this be the night an NBA champion is crowned? Game 5. It's right here on 2K Sports. Our game tonight featuring the Dallas Mavericks as they go up against the Toronto Raptors at Scotiabank Arena. Along with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Washington and Gafford the combo inside. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. And for Toronto, Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. Chris Boucher out there with Bruno Fernando. And it's the kid in at the small forward position. You look at Dallas, they've been outmatched so far in this series. And certainly at this point, the odds are stacked against them.
But there are 28 other teams who'd love to still be playing at this point. So enjoy the moment, play your hardest, and let the chips fall where they may.
Now here's Washington. Back to Doncic. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Barrett.
Well, the defense flat out awful right there, and he couldn't punish them for their mistake.
Here's the kid, defended by Thompson. The kid passes to Barrett. Drops in the three.
Well, you've got to be shot ready in catch-and-shoot situations, and we know RJ's got a quick trigger.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Count it. Good.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
And we're about a minute into the first. Boucher a screen on Irving. Throws it up high and finished off by Boucher.
Well, you can see Chris Boucher's got excellent vertical. Makes that finish look easy.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. It's a three-point game. Washington outside. No good with the triple. And it's Toronto's ball. The kid passes to Fernando. Uses the glass on the layup.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
For Dallas, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Doncic against Quickly. Stolen by Quickly. Barrett up top. And that's a foul called on P.J. Washington. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's the kid, guarded by Doncic. Here's Boucher for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Doncic passes to Irving. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And this is who's leading the charge when it comes to rebounding here in the postseason. Luka Doncic, fourth.
His awareness around the rim has really been impressive lately. It's obvious he knows every possession is important in the playoffs.
Toronto has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. The kid passes to Boucher. Quickly against Irving. And quickly gets the three.
80% from the field to start, playing with a ton of confidence.
Mavericks trail by 8. Doncic outside. They need this. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
About 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. From the high post. The kid's shot is off. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Irving. Dallas no good that time either.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
Pass to Quickly from downtown. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Doncic finds Gafford. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. I asked him if he thinks anyone has a better feel for the game than Luka Doncic, and he told me, I don't want to get into a comparison, but what I can say is that he controls the pace like no one else. You can't speed him up, you can't slow him down. Guys?
Allie, thank you. Doncic, good.
Yeah, an offensive player like Luka expects the contact. He's anticipating it, so it doesn't bother him. That's a big-time finish.
Here's the kid. No made baskets yet. Goes up and lays it in. Nice and easy. Doncic with it. Pass to Irving. Here's Washington, covered by Boucher. Washington outside. Irving for three. Fernando grabs the miss. Raptors lead by 6. Here's the kid. He takes it in. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic. Here's Thompson. Gafford passes to Thompson. From deep, here's Doncic. It's rebounded by Barrett. For Toronto, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's the kid. And he jams it home with authority.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Doncic. Toronto making their last shot. And here's Thompson for 3. Dallas no good that time either. Pass to the kid. Here's Fernando. Up and over Doncic. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
And the basket is good.
Well, Kyrie may be the best finishing guard in the history of the game. His ability to contort his body or spin the basketball, ridiculous.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Some changes for Toronto. Abaji's checked in for Fernando. Dick comes in for Barrett. And it's Brown in for Quickly. Raptors lead by 6.
2 minutes left in the first.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first quarter. The kid passes to Boucher. The three. And the rebound goes to Dallas.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And so here is Toronto, following the score by Dallas. Pass to Dick. Here's the kid. Boucher, a screen on Doncic. The three is up. A nice shot by the kid. The kid's got 7 points in the game.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Mavericks trail by 7. 1:10 left in the first quarter. Doncic passes to Washington. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Now here's Brown. Yet to see a basket. Pass to the kid. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Jacks up a 3. Washington grabs the miss. For Dallas, they've got 6 of 14 in so far. Here's Grimes. Three-pointer, no good. Toronto leading by 4. Down low. Here's Abaji. Here's the kid. Boucher on the screen. Here's the kid. There's the drive. Ooh, powered down with both hands.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Grimes, the pass to Doncic. Fires it from 18. Again, the Mavericks good for 2 more.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Here's the kid. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's the Raptors up by 4. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Toronto.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
They've got Bruce Brown. Bruno Fernando is out there with Grady Dick. And it's the kid in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Now here's Dinwiddie. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie can make an impact in the painted area. He's got size at the position.
On the wing, Grady Dick. Pass to the kid. This one for 3. Sends it home from three-point land. The kid's got 14 points.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
With the step back, Dinwiddie goes in. Outside Irving. Screen by Lively. From outside the arc. And Kyrie Irving with the 3. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Kyrie Irving is capable of going shot for shot.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks. Well, the kid in their last game against the Mavericks was tremendous. He dropped 35 points, and he made the defense look helpless as he piled on the points. And really, it's not so surprising to see him go off like that. He's a star in every sense of the word. Back to you.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Stolen by Dinwiddie. The teardrop. Exum's shot is off. The Raptors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Here's the kid. Lays it up and banks it in. The Kid's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And so Dinwiddie will bring it up for the Mavs. They trail by 3. It's Exum on the wing. There's the triple. Fernando grabs the miss. Fernando's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Kid. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Now here's Exum, guarded by Dick. Exum passes to Kleba. And he hits it to tie the game. Kleba's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's the Kid. He's got 16 from the arc. Walter, he's checked in for Toronto. Mitchell comes in for Brown. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Prosper comes in for Kleba. Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Dinwiddie. Three-pointer. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, you can see why the defense dared him to shoot it. That's not really his spot.
The Kid passes to Fernando. Here's Abaji. Here's the Kid. Outside Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And the three-pointer goes. And the Raptors lead by 3.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Pass to Dinwiddie. And here's Irving. Launches a 3. Hits a three-pointer. Irving's got 6 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Lets a floater go. And it's good on the lay-in.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
They grab their own miss. Powell's shot is off. Toronto has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. Off target from three-point range.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. Group substitution here for Dallas. Gafford, he's checked in for Powell. Washington comes in for Prosper. Klay Thompson, he's checked in for Irving. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now here's Mitchell. Outside Barrett. That one is off. Nice D from Thompson. Dallas has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. Doncic is doubled. Pass to Gafford. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got his 4th assist with that last one. And here's Mitchell. To the paint. And the basket by Boucher. Boucher's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Wow, Chris Boucher using that length to finish on the interior. Nice shot.
Washington, a screen on Mitchell. Mitchell against Doncic. Oh, look at Luka taking the contact and finishing strong.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Pass to Abaji. To the inside. Here's Boucher. And finished off by Boucher.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Boy, that's a play you just practice time and time again, and that's the result of the work put in.
Here's Doncic. Toronto making their last shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
We are talking about a clever scorer. Luka Doncic has developed such a knack for getting to the free throw line.
At the line for 2.
First free throw is good.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He could really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all 3 levels, so dangerous.
Quickly is checked in for Toronto. And Dallas also making a switch. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Exum. Doncic hits them both.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Pass to Abaji. Here's Boucher. 1:33 left in the first half. Now here's Barrett. Washington grabs the miss. Washington's got his 4th rebound in this one. Doncic with it. Let's go with a 3. That one won't fall. He's 1 for 3 on the day. The Raptors have gotten 7 of 13 attempts to go here in the second. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, think about this, guys. Early in his career, quickly finished 2nd in 6th Man of the Year voting. He's also proven he can be a capable starter in this league. That's big-time value.
And he makes a first. And quickly drops them both. And here's Doncic. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Washington outside. And there's the screen. Sinks the tray. Washington's got 6.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Here's Abaji. He's guarded by Washington. Pass to Barrett. Here's Abaji. Back to Barrett. Here's quickly. Oh, and it's a big-time dunk as he slams it right over Doncic.
Boy, you find a lane and you attack the rim with ferocity, quickly doing work.
Washington outside. Outside Irving. Tries it from the top of the key. And it's Boucher with the rebound.
And for him, that's a great look. Expect him to go right back to it if it's available.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall.
Now quickly. Boucher a screen on Irving. Quickly from outside. No good that time. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The Mavericks on top, leading by a point. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
Greetings, one and all. The postseason drama we love, and no disappointment here as it's a close game so far for the Dallas Mavericks.
Depth has been the key for them so far. They've gotten a nice spark from their second unit, especially at the offensive end.
And they've needed every bit of that bench production. It's been the difference. Looking at the series breakdown for the Mavericks. Guys, if you had to come up with one word to describe their situation in this series, what would it be?
Question for the panel. Is long shot one word or two?
Yes.
It's not looking good.
Well, I think it's long-shot. So,
let's pretend it's one word.
well, Cancun, that's the word that they should be thinking about.
Well played, well played. We'll see how they do. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And here we go. The NBA Finals continue here on 2K Sports. Toronto trailing. And on the floor for Jason Kidd as we get into the second half. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. And it's Doncic in at the 1. Dallas has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. It goes on Chris Boucher.
The understated part of Luka Doncic's game, his strength. He is going to draw contact and usually make it.
And this will be a second trip to the free throw line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Ask any of the elite defenders in the NBA and they'll tell you Doncic is one of the toughest to guard. He's got size, he's got skill, he can get downhill, he mixes his pace. So much to contend with when you're dealing with Luka Doncic.
He hits the second from the line. And for the Raptors, they're shooting a nice 50% for the game. The Kid passes to Fernando. Now Boucher. Here's the Kid. Clock at 6. The Raptors need to get off a shot. The 3, Barrett fires in the triple. Barrett's got 6 points.
Now, Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
The Mavericks trailing. About a minute played here in the second half. The 3 from Washington. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's the Kid. Soft touch off the glass. The Kid's got 20 points.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Here's Doncic. Doncic throwing his weight around.
How about the touch on the floater? Luka Doncic, so versatile.
Here's quickly, and there's the drive. Oh, and it's a big-time dunk as he slams it right over Doncic.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
And so it's Dallas with it after the basket by Toronto. Back to Doncic. Fires for 3. Rebound Toronto. Fernando's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's the Kid. Give him 20. Pass to quickly. The 3 is up. Drills it from deep. And it's a 6-point Toronto lead.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
And Doncic launches from deep. Another miss by Doncic.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now. Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your 1 throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Now here's Washington. He has 6. Irving looking around to win the run. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will keep it. And some changes here for the Raptors. Walter, he's checked in for Boucher. Dick comes in for Quickly. And it's Brown in for Barrett. Here's Irving. Off the inbound, no good.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
And he makes it. The kid's got 24 points.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Here's the kid, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Dick, beyond the arc. Pure from three-point range. And the Raptors lead by 10.
I'll tell you, Grady Dick can shoot for days. I mean, his confidence from beyond the arc is really incredible.
And here's Gafford. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Fernando's got 9 rebounds now. Here he goes. The kid's shot is off.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Thompson scanning the floor. Fires from deep. Fernando grabs the miss. Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on a 17-5 run. Here's the kid, guarded by Doncic. The kid's shot is off. Mavericks trail by 10. Now here's Doncic. 18 points for him. The 3 from Thompson. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 5 assists tonight.
This guy is on the short list of the all-time great three-point shooters. Klay Thompson's stroke is flawless.
Here's the kid. 24 points for him. And the Raptors miss again.
Going into halftime, he had 2 threes in his pocket, but hasn't added to that total since.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Here, Abaji's checked in. Kleba, he's checked in for Dallas. Exum comes in for Irving. Here's Thompson. Pass to Kleba. Now here's Exum. Kleba with a screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's the 3. Again, the miss by Dallas. Raptors lead by 7. Brown inside. He's checked by Kleba. Walter from outside. It's rebounded by Dallas. Thompson with it. Pass to Kleba. Here's Exum. And here's Doncic outside. Doncic delivers from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Brown scanning the floor. Knocked loose. Here's Exum. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. And now it's just a 2-point Raptor lead. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
You have to be a fan of the energy they played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
Now here's Doncic. 21 points in the game. For the tie. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to be on Bruce Brown.
This guy's such a tough cover. Doncic generates so much offense in so many ways.
Taking 2 shots.
That's good from Doncic. And the Mavericks with some changes. Powell, he's checked in for Gafford. And it's Grimes in for Klay Thompson. And it's tied up with that one. Here's Brown. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Boucher outside. Pass to Dick to win the cold spell. Ooh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. That's on Dante Exum. Toronto shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
First one falls. And he makes both free throws. The Mavericks trailing. 52 seconds left in the 3rd quarter here. Grimes, the pass to Powell, and Powell with the stuff.
He has proven to be a quality finisher off the pick and roll. Dwight Powell can adjust midair to get his shot.
Mitchell deciding where to go with it. Here's Abaji. He's checked by Kleba. 5 to shoot. Mitchell against Doncic. A nice shot by Mitchell.
Looked like some confusion defensively that time. Left him wide open for a nice look on the jumper.
Doncic outside. $19-footer. He got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And we've just finished the 3rd quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Toronto out in front. They're up by 2. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was the choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. Quickly and Barrett, they're the backcourt duo. Then it's Chris Boucher, and it's the kid in at the 3 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. And that one is hammered home.
Oh, man, he got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. And here's Washington. Right side, Irving. Back to Washington. Just 5 on the clock. Abaji with a rebound. Raptors lead by 4. Here's the kid. Back to quickly. There's the 3. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
And they're putting together another quality possession. They're taking control of this game.
You know, a few more possessions like that one, and they can put the finishing touches on this game. They just have to have effective trips like that one.
Irving for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They've led by as much as 10. The kid passes to Barrett. Here's the kid. Fires the 3. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 7-point differential. Washington. Abaji with a rebound. Agbaji's got 4 rebounds now. Here's the kid. He's guarded by Exum. Boucher on the screen. Here's the kid. Connects from downtown. And now a 10-point Toronto lead.
What a snappy pass from Quickly straight to the open teammate.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. Fernando's checked in for Toronto. And Dallas also making a switch. Dinwiddie's checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. They took a laid-back approach to the huddle, telling the team, everyone thinks this game is over, so just go out there and let it rip. Let's see what we can do. And I think the players love that message.
Okay, thanks, Allie. Exum gets the bucket.
Really good anticipation by Dante Exum. He feels the defense laying off, and he sticks it.
Here's the kid. The 3, Barrett. Dinwiddie with a rebound. We're in the 4th quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oh, good D by Boucher. Raptors lead by 7. Quickly outside. Here's the kid. Boucher a screen on Irving. The kid passes to Boucher. Knocks down the triple. And the Raptors lead by 10.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the 3-point shot.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Irving fires from way outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. On offense, here come the Raptors. They're on an 11-3 run. Quickly outside for 3. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Washington's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Exum. Puts up a 3. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Oh, it's blocked by Washington. It's Dinwiddie on the wing, covered by Boucher. Floats one, and scoring with the play inside is Dinwiddie.
Well, Spencer Dinwiddie going to that floater game. It's second nature at this point.
Quickly passes to the kid. Launches it. Gets the 3 ball to go. The kid's got 14 points now in the second half.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Exum outside. Pass to Dinwiddie. Outside Irving. Looking to end this cold spell. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
But just a spectacular display of ball handling from Kyrie, opening up the look there.
The kid up and in on the layup. The kid's got 34.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
And the ball out of play. The Raptors will have it.
One of those nights where the wheels come off, nerves seem to be playing a factor.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Gafford, he's checked in for Exum. Klay Thompson comes in for Grimes. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Dinwiddie. Here's the kid. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
Here's Thompson. And it's Boucher with the rebound. Boucher's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's the kid. He's guarded by Irving. And Daniel Gafford picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
He didn't have his feet planted.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Yeah, this is the elevated energy level you expect in the postseason. Chasing down blocks and making an impact.
Here's the kid. Six to shoot. From behind the arc.
Boy, you got to love the defensive effort, contesting that shot by Kyrie, just trying to frustrate his man on the defensive end.
And here's Doncic outside. Fernando grabs the miss. Fernando's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Here's the kid. Outside Barrett. Takes the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. Gafford's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Irving. And that one drops.
The level of talent Kyrie Irving has is extraordinary, and his finishing ability, creativity, English at the rim, unreal.
To the left side wing. Inside. Here's the kid. Boucher, left side. Quickly, passes to the kid. 4-3. Drains the triple. The kid's got 39.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Now here's Doncic. Fernando grabs the miss. Grant, wouldn't be a bad idea here to slow it down.
Yeah, the coach is definitely looking for patience and execution.
Takes a 3. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball.
That's going to do it for this game. These teams, the entire season, what an unbelievable journey. It'll be a hoisting of the Larry O'Brien for the Raptors.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And the goal they've been working toward all season is almost here. A chance to lift the trophy thanks to a fantastic Game 5 performance.
What a great way to cap it off. Taking care of business and making sure there wasn't going to be any miracle comeback. This is a team that knows how to close.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the kid.
What a selfless effort tonight. He's done such a great job finding guys in their appropriate spots.
Here's Thompson. Toronto making their last shot. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Here's the kid. He's guarded by Irving. Pass to Quickly. The 3-ball. And the rebound goes to Dallas. Oh, and it's over! The Toronto Raptors are the new NBA champions! What an incredible ride! Culminating in a championship. What a team. This will go down as one of the great sports moments in the history of this city. And listen to this crowd. Players talk about having to tune out the noise and focus on the task at hand. This is the noise they've been waiting to hear all year long.
Absolutely incredible. And look at the guys celebrating, understanding the work, the sacrifice, the discipline that goes into winning a championship in this building.
Thanks for being a part of it with us all season long. It's the NBA on 2K Sports.
Thank you. MP, the growth that this team has shown from last year to this year is nothing short of astonishing. I mean, you guys went from missing the playoffs to hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy. True. And you personally were a major driver in that success in only your rookie season. So I'm wondering, how much further can you go? People are already saying you guys are the next great NBA dynasty. What do you think?
You know what, Joe? I mean, it's flattering, and I've talked about this a lot, but growing up outside of Chicago, rooting for the Bulls, being a part of a dynasty is always something I've had my eyes on. You know, it's something that I'm working towards, something that I want to accomplish, but we got a long ways to go before that, and I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. So, you know, for now, I just want to let this soak in and appreciate this accomplishment for what it is. And then tomorrow, we get back to work.
That's right.
Any worries this is a fluke and you'll fall back down to earth next year?
Any worries that what?
This is a fluke and you'll fall back down to earth next year.
No
Respectfully.
worries. No worries at all, John. And thank you for the question. You always have something thought-provoking to ask. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I have more where that comes from.
Right here.
No.
MP, good question for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are in the presence of greatness as newly minted champion MP joins us in the studio. MP, welcome, brother.
Thanks for having me, Jalen. I've been watching this show since I was 15. I'm a big fan, man. I'm a big fan. Happy to be here.
Oh, and we're so happy to have you, MP. Like, you are an absolute revelation on the court. Just between your basketball IQ, your dogged determination.
All right, enough, Toby. No. Y'all got to lay off my man, Toby. He brings a valuable perspective to the show. Yeah.
Valuable perspective.
Valuable nerd perspective.
And they all matter. You should know. What you play, 12 minutes in the league? No. What I'm saying is, you know, you were a valuable teammate to the team. You called out coverages from the bench. You helped everyone in practice get ready for the games.
There
That stuff matters,
There we go.
man.
I like that.
Not as much as playing the game. That's
Hey, and Jalen, you never averaged more than what? 7 points a game?
8.2.
No.
8.2.
Let me finish. But you brought a tenacity and an edge that helped the team maintain a competitive mindset for 48 minutes. And, you know, you can't win without everyone bringing something unique to the table.
Okay.
And that's why I love this show.
You are a heck of a player, and you've got your squad to number 10 on my dynasty list for a reason. But I know television. I know podcasting. I know entertainment. And I let Toby shine the exactly correct amount.
Which is 2.3% per episode.
Oh, Toby.
All right, I'll let y'all do it.
MP, as someone who has won a championship myself.
Oh, what did you average? 2 minutes per game?
Oh, that's not important, Russell. You and I know, as champions, that sports, they're not won on a spreadsheet. They're won in here and in here. So I want to know from you, what it's like for you in here and up here. What would you say is the single most important part of your mindset, of your approach to the game that's allowed you to reach the top of the mountain in your rookie year?
I would say sacrifice, Russ. Everyone in the NBA is capable of more than what they show on a game-to-game basis, right?
For sure.
But special players, they sacrifice for the team so the team can flourish, right?
Absolutely.
And, you don't just sacrifice your touches, you sacrifice your body, you sacrifice your time, and sometimes, you sacrifice relationships with friends and family who don't understand what it takes to be great. Because, when you're accountable to a team, the last thing you want to do is shortchange anybody that you're going to war with. They deserve everything that you got, and you expect the same out of them too.
Well, that's beautifully said. This is something you won't hear me say very often, but I couldn't have said it better myself.
Oh, my man.
Because he doesn't know nothing about sacrifice.
Well, I'll sacrifice you at the end of this show if you want.
As long as it's not Toby.
That's right.
My man.
Because I'm important.
MP, it has been an absolute joy having you in the studio. I think we can all agree one of our best guests ever. Thank you for sharing your perspective with us, brother.
Anytime, Jalen. Pleasure's all mine. Thank you, Toby. Thank you, Russ. Thank you, Jalen.
Shall we do one? Shut it,
Jalen!
It's a possible slogan. Taking it down.